Alright, hello everyone and welcome back to WolfQuest. We are here with Puma, who is not at the den because things occurred last time. Things got a little scuffed, the Wi-Fi died. We're praying that doesn't happen again, but yeah, we've been marking some territory and hopefully things will go a little bit better this time. Here's hoping. I don't know what's up with the weird internet issues. Sometimes it just do be wildin' though. So yeah, we still do have pup names open because of that, and we'll leave them open for a little bit because we didn't actually get to finish them last time. The stream got eaten up by trying to deal with technical problems, so there was that. We're gonna go ahead and mark some territory here. How are y'all doing? Hopefully you're having a good night. I have been doing pretty well. Had some exciting things happen today, exciting channel-related things that I can't talk about just yet, but you will be seeing more soon on the JayPlays channel on YouTube, and in the near future, hopefully there'll be a little bit more of an announcement about that. So yeah, fun things are in the works for 2022 here, and I'm hoping to finally actually properly get back to the channel. It has been chaotic. I don't know why. It's just been a combination of things. So hopefully now we'll be able to properly get back into it, and I think you guys will like... Excuse me? Excuse me? I think you guys will like some of what's coming. Unlike these stranger wolves, why are they here? Get out. Be gone. Why are you guys here? Leave me alone. Leave me alone. We're gonna be doing some spinning here for a little bit. Why are you guys like this? Hello? Yeah, get out of here. That's what I thought. There you go. It's more like it. Alright, we'll go ahead and, we will... Oh, there we go. I think they're just leaving. Okay, I see. And yeah, I think all the names saved from last time, so they should still be good. Let's see. We have not named the pups yet. Last time the stream got scuffed, and so we did not name them. We are gonna do that this time in a little bit. We're just waiting for the last names to come in because we had to end early last time. Yeah, meanie wolves indeed. They just decided to come and bother us, I guess. Puma does chase them off by running in circles. It is the easiest way. Run in circles until they get confused and then leave. Hello and welcome everybody who's just joining the stream. We are here with Puma. She's on her 4th litter, and we haven't named the pups yet because we were going to do that last time and it didn't pan out. But we'll be doing that this time, so pup names are open for a little bit if you want to submit them and you remember what the puppies are looking like. There are 8 slots remaining. Yeah, we got a little bit left here, so there's should be hopefully enough slots for quite a few names, but we'll be leaving that open for a little bit until we have enough, and then we'll go back and we'll name the puppies. And keep in mind that if we look here, we only have 2 females, which is a wild trend for this pack, so we definitely need a lot more male names than female ones. Yeah, you can see the imbalance. I think we've had like twice as many males as we have females, apparently. Yeah, I think you should be able to submit names even if you already submitted one the previous time, because that was the previous day and the way that we have it work, and I think it usually works. Also, yo, congrats on 70k channel points. Holy cow, Rain. Oh my word. Holy cow. Hey, we got the first names coming in. Nice job, y'all. Let's go ahead and go down here. It's gonna be hard. Like, man, I feel like such a walking spoiler alert sometimes. Like, I'm constantly, like, I'm very dedicated to keeping secrets, I like to think, but also sometimes I have such a hard time, like, keeping my mouth shut. Like, it's so hard. If I know I'm gonna give someone a gift or something, I always am like, I do best when I get gifts close to when they are to be given, because then I have less chance to open my mouth and say something I shouldn't. So I'm very excited about this surprise, but I can't say too much about it. Just that, keep your eyes out on the main channel and here too. Actually, we have several surprises that are in the works, so there's going to be quite a bit that I'm going to be having to talk about here soon, but none of it's announced yet, so I can't say a lot of things just yet. Just that we have some big plans for the start of 2022. You know, this one up here would be good to go to, actually, as well. Yeah, if we go over here, we'll do that. Oh. I think, yeah, I think we did have a Tiger Lily last time. So if you want to adjust that, you can send that to Rainy. If you have name adjustments to make, just send them to Rain, and she'll make sure that I see what they are. Oh no! Yeah, I'm trying to think of like if there was a time when I actually have spoiled something, and I don't know if I ever actually have, but I'm always paranoid that I'm going to, because I'll start to make offhanded remarks and then have to like not say anything. So yeah, that's always my concern. And like, man, you know, for whatever reason, like, my mom was just a wizard about finding out about gifts ahead of time. Like, this is my entire childhood, is whenever we would get something for my mom, she would somehow find out about it before it got here. Wouldn't even necessarily be that, like, that I had said something. It would just be, like, someone left the receipt laying around, or she got an email, and, like, it just... I don't know, like, she just always found out. Somehow everything conspired so that she always found out, and it was... I don't even know how it happened. It's just a story of my growing up. So maybe that has contributed to the paranoia as well. Alright, let me just check real quickly. Yeah, we're good. Alright. So let's see... I'm gonna head up here, I'm gonna mark this, then we do need food, don't we? We'll go find some food and then we'll come back. Pardon me a moment, sorry about that. There we go. Yeah, it happens. You know, sometimes it does just happen. Alright, we're gonna run down here, we'll mark some territory, and I think we're just about done. Hopefully we're pretty close, because I do want to make sure we have the chance to get food and we don't... Oh, there is one in that. Oh, this one's in this territory, Hex, and I was like, what in the world is happening there? I thought we were missing one. But yeah, we'll go ahead, we'll go down here, we'll mark some more territory, and then we'll go and get some food, because we want to make sure we have the chance to do that. Yeah, that's fair. And like, you know, at the end of the day, it's probably not the end of the world if a gift gets spoiled or something. It can be more fun when it doesn't, but it's probably not going to make it any less of a good gift. So there's that. Let's see. It is nice and snowy too. Like, look at the snows here. I love the beauty of this game and how dang pretty it is. Like, it is just so pretty. I know I say that like every single time I play WolfQuest, but it is really just an absolutely gorgeous game. The devs have done a tremendous job on it. It is absolutely incredible, especially when you think about how far it has come. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah. That is difficult, especially when everyone else is like, what do you have? I think, you know, the one time that I did was this year when I did manage to keep this year's gift secret from my mom, but that was mostly because I have my own place, and even then there were like a couple of close calls where she almost found the bag that had it in it, and it was just a cute little thing. So, but like, I don't know. Sometimes it's just really hard to keep secrets, to keep gifts secret. Oh my goodness. So yeah, surprises are sometimes a little bit difficult. Okay, I shouldn't actually be looking around. I should be looking here more than anything. Cow elk. Let's go. Yeah, because I forget we have the scent marker things, or not the scent markers. We can see the distances now. I'm gonna forget that we have that constantly and then not remember to use scent view. So let's see if we can really quickly bring one of these elk down. We'll go ahead, we'll howl to see if Koji will join us, and hopefully he will come eat as well. The pups are not, it's not too bad for them right now. The affinity is doing pretty good, so yeah. Yes, timed online gifts are incredible, and even even this year I did mess that up because I messed up the hacking scheduling. But yeah, I do like that because it can't get caught easily. It's not something most people will easily see. Oh, you are the one who's already low on health right here. Wow, you're really low on health. That worked out perfectly. So, yeah. Ooh, nope. Let me bite. Oh, we're running out of stamina. That's why this is causing such a problem. This is why I wanted to get the hunt in, because this is going to be a problem otherwise. All right, let's go ahead. We'll get another bite here. Yep, exactly. Ooh, getting snow is always fun. Yeah, it doesn't snow often here either. We've not had snow yet this winter. I'm not sure if we will or not, but we have had quite a bit of rain, which is good because we're kind of in a permanent state of drought where I live. Like, I don't know. We're just in that. Who's claiming this territory? I guess maybe it's just fading. Did Koji not hear that? Oh, I must have done the wrong howl. Okay. Oh, well. We will get food. Hopefully he'll join us and come get food as well. And then we'll head back and probably name the puppies. So let's see. Ooh, good luck with the recording. I hope that goes well. I hope that's fun. And even here, the snow is fading. Look at that. It's already starting to melt away. Got some fun names coming in. Thank y'all for that. We'll go ahead and we will add those soon when we go back. We'll just make sure. Oh yeah, you can see the affinity's dropping a little bit because Koji is on his way here. So yeah, 3 more slots left. Okay, so we're getting pretty close. Yeah, I feel that. I've had a few recording mishaps. I think probably the most egregious thing that I've ever done in a recording or stream is when I've accidentally muted my mic during a stream. But I've had a few times where like I lost my voiceover or whatever, or something didn't start properly and I lost footage, or it got corrupted or whatever. I don't know, for whatever reason my computer didn't like Shelter 2 a couple of times and just decided it wasn't gonna give me good frame rates for it. So sometimes it happens. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's not the end of the world. It does suck sometimes, but, like, you know, part of doing this is learning to roll with it. And at the end of the day, it's not the end of the world, usually. You can come back and voice it over or whatnot if you need to, or re-record. That's why whenever I make saves in WolfQuest, I actually save a different one each episode, so that if something ever happens, also because of the way we run our series, sometimes we have the chance to reload a save. But that way, if something ever happens, the save corrupts or whatever, or the footage gets hacked, then it's not like we just lose it. In games where it's possible to do that, I do like to do it. Which is also, I think that's maybe another reason that I don't play Iron Wolf, is just because it makes it harder to undo mistakes like that. But, yeah, and I do play some Iron Wolf, but not as much as I could. So, yeah, but alright, we are back here with the puppies. I think we will sleep once we've fed them and played with them a little bit, and then we'll probably name them in the morning here when we can see a little bit better. Welcome to the stream, everyone, too. We got a few new folks popping in. Thank you for joining us. Happy to have you here. Oh, yeah, sometimes you do worry that it does. I'm always paranoid, too, that I'm gonna forget to start the recording for my streams here. 14M just shoved me, yeah. Sometimes the puppies kind of do a little bit of a shove. They do eat you around a bit. Yeah, and like, you know, nothing wrong with Iron Wolf, and I think the game, at least the game itself, seems pretty stable in not hacking your Iron Wolf saves too often, but it is an additional worry that I have. Oops, oh, 17M almost just went to bed, I guess. Just almost decided to go right back in the den there. Yeah, 14M said my food. Do you have to have a certain setup to record for your computer for just regular YouTube and not Twitch? You got a laptop but you haven't explored it much. Check out recording features if it has any. So I used OBS for my recording. I'm gonna actually be switching to using OBS for my streaming as well. You can set up different scenes for that. Rain has been teaching me a lot about the YouTube stuff. She's pulling all these cool tricks out and is always like, did you know you can do this thing? I'm like, no, Rain, I didn't know you can do that. So I'm impressed by her wizardry. She doesn't think it's wizardry, but I still say it's wizardry. But yeah, you can set up different scenes and stuff, so you can have different profiles, so you can have... Look at these guys all just absolutely crashed. I'm sorry. I had to stop and talk about that because that's so funny. I guess... They're all tired, that's why. Why are you guys so tired? Didn't you sleep? Oh my goodness, I don't know why they're all so tired, but we're gonna sleep now. I guess we're just tired too. But yeah, you can set up different profiles so that you can have different settings for it. And I do do that for my streams because the recordings for my streams are a different size or a different quality level than the recordings for my YouTube are. Because if I tried to upload the streams in the same quality as my YouTube videos, they would take 5 hours. Trust me, I did it the first time, and it was bad. And I can't do that, so as much as I would love to have, like, the super freaking HD streams, I can't do that. So, yeah. You can set up different things for that. But yeah, I will always recommend OBS. OBS is amazing. It is completely free. I use Audacity for my audio, but I use an older version of it. You want to be a little bit careful because I know there were some recent privacy concerns considering the newer versions, but I use an older version of that for my audio. Okay, though, knowing what to Google is a skill in its own right. All right, we're going to pause here. Although, first of all, well, no, we'll just do this carefully, I think. Just gonna be kind of careful, sorry. My chair is too close to my desk. We'll just be kind of cautious about this, and we'll go through the pups and name them here quickly, and then hopefully nothing shows up to try and make an attack in the middle of this. So we are first of all gonna go to, oops, no, this is, so I think this is our first puppy here. So the first one we have is 13M. Yes, that is 13M. So that's kind of this darker-ish puppy here. This is, again, one of the males. And I will go ahead and pause on this because we'll start doing our names. Yeah, OBS is a computer program. Audacity doesn't have a security issue anymore. Awesome. Okay, I was not sure how that turned out. So yeah, it's fine to use then. I'm going to go ahead and close names here. So hopefully you guys got all the ones in. We have quite a few of them. So we will we'll pause this here. So let's see. Gonna go ahead and we will do a new poll. So we are looking at 13M here, and I will go ahead and look through the name list here. I think you said, yeah, okay. Yeah, OBS and Audacity are both free as well. Let me actually really quickly do a thing as well. Just want to see. Alright, let's see here. Sorry, y'all. I'm doing stuff in the background. Trying to set this up. Okay, so let's see. Alright, what names all do we have? That's a good one here, I think. I cannot type today, my gosh. Alright, and... Let's see. We have a lot of puppies to name, so it's going to take us a little bit to get through them. Let's go ahead and we will put this poll up for a minute here and make sure I'm doing math right. I think I'm doing math right. All right. Go ahead and we will start the poll. So this is for the puppy that's right in the center there. I will go ahead and complete that. Let's see. Yeah, I have a lot of names to decide for polls. We have a lot of puppies too. So, yeah, make sure that you get permission if you're recording on a family member's computer. Alright. Yep. Yeah, I see that, Rain. Thank you for that. And we'll see. Poll is running out here. A lot of, well, some of the pups might be. We'll see. There is one that looks like it has a really light colored coat, so we'll see what the odds of this end up being, because I've seen it go both ways. I've seen really, really light-looking puppies that ended up having black coats, and I've seen really, really dark-looking puppies that ended up having gray coats. So we'll see. We might have some gray coats. And it looks like Saturn has won the poll for the first one here, the one right in the middle there. So 13M is going to be Saturn. All right. Next up, we have 14M, which is right here. We'll see. I think that's this lighter puppy here. Yes, right there. Oh, that's Koji prowling around the end of the den there. Kind of freaked me out for a second. So this is the one that might have a gray coat. We'll see. This is... If any of them have a gray coat, I would expect it to be this one. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm not 100% sure. Oh, goodness. Let's see. Yeah, be careful with the points. I think it's 100 points per vote. So yeah, Be careful with that. Let's see. I think for this too, I gotta look at... Alright, this is 14M. There's a lot to keep track of right now, so pardon me if I'm a little bit slow. There's just a lot to do here. So for this one... Alright. Oh, that's a good one for this. Alright. Let's see. Some of these guys will have 3 names. Oh, that one we already did. Let's do this. Twitch, you better not be buffering on me again, I swear. Don't you go hacking like this. I'm so paranoid now after Twitch has done that a few times, every time I'm just, or it wasn't even Twitch, it was my Wi-Fi, I'm just like, let's see. Twitch is emailing you to say that I went live. Yeah, it makes sense that you would know that. I am contemplating names. I have to do a lot of thinking, which is a challenge sometimes. Hey, welcome, Jasher. Thank you for joining us. Alright, let's see. And we're coming up on the end of this poll here. Not too much longer, so we'll see. We have 3 names this time. A few puppies are going to have 3 names, but not all of them will. So, because we have 7 of them to get through. And let's see. Yeah, hopefully the Wi-Fi holds. Hopefully we haven't jinxed it. It's made it through half a stream so far, so that's not terrible. It could be worse, but we'll see. Hopefully we at least get through naming puppies. And it looks like you guys wanted to call this one Caracal. We're continuing with the cat names. We've had a few of those, obviously, as evidenced by Puma. And next up we have 15M. So I think it goes in order. Oh, that's this very, very brownish one, I think. Yes. Yes, there we go. I want to make sure I'm reading the right name. Look at the little gray eyebrow one making faces in the background here. That's hilarious. Oh my goodness. But we've got this brown puppy here. So go ahead and I will do a new poll. So this is 15M. And then as for the names, let's see. That's one we could use for this. And we'll do that. And we'll do this one. We will have these be the possibilities for 15M. There we go. Wow, welcome everybody. We got quite a few people showing up today. Thank you for joining us. Hopefully the Wi-Fi will treat us better this time than last time. And thank you everyone, as always, for the name suggestions. You guys always send in such awesome names, and it's always sad that we can't pick all of them, but you guys have sent in some very, very good ones. Yeah, it is he does have a very pretty coat here. I really like the deeper browns there. Let's see. Alright, we are just about done with this poll. We'll be seeing in a minute what we're going to be naming this little guy. And it looks like the answer is going to be, the name for this one is gonna be, waiting for the poll to finish. And looks like Dragonfly. Alright, so 15M is gonna be Dragonfly. Ooh, here we go. Now next up is one of only 2 females, so this is 8F. If we go over here, this is one of the gray puppies. There is a grayish, yeah, that is, okay. 9F is, I guess, this one here. That does kind of look like one of the adult coats. I wonder if that's going to be the one. Look at their I just noticed, like, they have such round little tummies. That's so cute. But anyway, alright, so we've got this kind of grayish gal here. So this is 8F, and we'll go ahead. All right. I also have a paranoia of, like, finding ants on me, because it's happened a few times. The ants are back, y'all, and the ants are heckin' insane. Like, I don't know, have that story to tell, because I don't even know what to do with, I don't even know what to do with the ants at this point. I really don't know. Alright, let's see. So we've got... These are all... Well, we've got a couple of... I'll save that one, because I think we have a couple of puppies who could fit it. Alright, so here is our next pull. But yeah, while we're doing this, I'll tell you guys about the heckin' ants in my apartment, because why in the world? Like, okay, so... The ant invasion is back. They're back on my counter. I had to put another trap on the counter because they invaded my kitchen sink again. So apparently I didn't kill them. I don't think I'm going to kill them because they're just too... There's too many of them. They have too many queens. This type of ant has too many queens to just kill off that way. And a couple of them are living on my counter right now. I'm gonna have to go deal with them eventually. I'm just waiting for the colony to dwindle in size before I do that. But, so... The other day, I noticed there were ants on my dresser, and I was like, oh great, I gotta go look into this. But then when I was looking behind it, trying to figure out where the ants are coming from, there were cobwebs back there, and I'm like, that's not great. This isn't good, because the only thing that I know of that makes cobwebs here is black widow spiders. And this dresser came from the garage, and so I'm like, uh-oh, putting two and two together, there might be a black widow in my room. So that was how I spent one of my days this week. And we'll have the part 2 after this, because we are gonna name this one Cheyenne, it looks like. Did I spell that wrong? Yep, I put it wrong in the poll. I had it right in the notes. Thank you for correcting the spelling. I just noticed. All right. Yep, there we go. So this will be Cheyenne. And next we have 16M, who is this one, not the eyebrow puppy, but another kind of grayish one, which is right there. So go ahead, we will name this one. Thank you for catching the spelling. I just did not brain that. All right, this will be a good possibility for 16M, I think. All right. And we'll go ahead, we'll do that one. We'll do these two for 16M. But yeah, so the, there is possibly a spider in my room, and I spent some time looking around for it. And I couldn't find it, but what I did find was an ant trail leading back there, and like obviously there was something there from the time that I moved into now because the cobwebs were attached to the wall, but as far as I can tell, the only reasonable explanation why I could find that there was absolutely no spider anywhere in sight, and no cobwebs or anything anywhere else, and not even a dead spider, is that the ants took down a black widow and ate it, which is terrifying to me. I don't know why they're like this, but this type of ant has apparently a reputation for just destroying everything. They fight other ants. They fight freaking wasps. So when they take down a black widow spider, I don't know, but as far as I can tell, that's what happened, because there was a trail leading to the web, a few dead ants in it, and then that trail was gone by the end of the day. So I'm guessing that they found the spider around the same time I did and went to go fight it. Anyway, we're gonna name this puppy Chevron. So yeah, that was a thing that occurred, and I'm still a little bit traumatized by it. Because, my gosh, what the heck? Why? Why are they like that? I know, I love the eyebrow pup. Alright, so 9F is the next puppy. I think, yeah, this one here, kind of a darker... Oh, she's squinting right now. But yeah, 9F. Okay, there we go. That's a little bit of a better look at her. So there... Oops, no, I want to do this. And we'll go ahead, we will name her as well. Let's see. There we go. I did not do these. Alright, we'll do this. We will do... We'll do that. And we'll do this. And we'll have these be the possible names for 9F. There we go. And then we have 2 more for the last pupper. Oh no! Yeah, if the poll is up and you can't vote in it, try refreshing. Sometimes it does that. They all turned left at the exact same moment. Oh gosh, yeah, several of them did. They're synchronized. They do be synchronized. But yeah, so I'm dealing with like I don't even know. And like this ant colony apparently is part of a super colony that spans the entire length of California, and I don't know how to emotionally cope with this. It's not something I ever wanted to experience, let alone meet the ants that are a part of it. I don't know why they do this. Well, I do know why they do this, but it's terrifying. Everything about these ants are terrifying, and I've never seen an insect that's so universally hated even by the scientists that study them. Nobody likes these ants because they're invasive and destroying the ecosystem, and they're just so hard to get rid of. I don't even know. At this point, I think these ants have surpassed my dislikes of mosquitoes, because at least mosquitoes serve a purpose in the ecosystem. These guys don't. They're not supposed to be here. They serve a purpose in their ecosystem, which is in South America. It's a perfect tie. Alright, we'll run with just those two then. So we will do that part 2. So the options we have here. Alright. Because we have 3 options. So we will vote just on these 2. So here is part 2 of this poll. Yeah, they are Argentine ants. That is exactly what they are. They got brought here by mistake, and mistake it was. It is very bad. Yeah, it's a lot of ants. Yeah, we're running again. Yeah, the names are all very, very good. Thank you guys for sending in these names. Yeah, it really was. They've been here since the 1900s, and it's just bad. They like, and the problem is, like, they're the perfect example of why invasive species bad, because they're displacing the native ant colonies, and I've seen it happen. I remember being traumatized as a child by seeing the ant colony of harvester ants get absolutely obliterated by these tiny little Argentine ants that were like a 1/5 of their size. It was horrifying. I've never seen such insect on insect violence before, and I kept praying mantises as a kid. So, like, yeah. I don't understand, but it looks like we're gonna call this puppy Cherokee. Thank you for listening to me rant about my ant problems while we do this. I hope it's at least entertaining. And finally, we have the eyebrow pup himself, 17M. I love him. Look at that face. Look at this baby. Oh my goodness. All right, so we have 2 more names. 17M. This is just wild to me. I've not seen this much of a gap between females and males before in a WolfQuest litter before, or over several litters. So go ahead and have these 2 options here for this little one, and we'll start up the last poll here, and we'll see. Yeah, thank you for joining us. I'm gonna say your name wrong. I'm sorry. Shizuka, I think? I'm sorry if I get your name wrong. I'm bad at pronunciation. But thank you for joining us. I'm glad you like the eyebrow pup. Those brows, man. That eyebrow game. That's better than most humans. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's the thing about Argentine ants, is they survive by sheer ability to out-reproduce anything that can stop them. That's how they take things down. They just outnumber it, and that's why I'm having such problems with them, because they don't have one queen. Usually if you have an ant problem, you can put out the bait that they bring back to the queen, and it'll kill the queen, and the colony will die because there's no ability to reproduce without the queen. No, these heckers have multiple queens. They can have like a dozen queens for every 1,000 ants, which sounds like not a lot, but there's just absolutely thousands and thousands of ants in each colony, so it's insane. Anyway, we're gonna call this guy Leviathan, which is a good name. Oh my goodness, I love the names. They're gonna call him Leviathan, and these are gonna be puppies. Wow! Welcome to everyone who's joining in. Holy cow, we have a lot of people. Thank you for joining us. We're talking about ants, and we just finished naming the puppies. Yeah, we do have 3. We have 4 C's as well: Caracal, Cheyenne, Chevron, and Cherokee. There's no way I'm keeping them straight. Oh, I don't want to be in puppy cam when I'm. Oh, they're all running over to Koji because he fed them. That's why they all turned left abruptly, because he fed them. That's what's happening here. But we will send them in once they finished eating a little bit here. Oh, I said it right. That's good. That's good. My pronunciation is very sporadic. It's either very, very good or very, very bad with no in between. Yeah, the ant rant indeed. So yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. And there is apparently a type of ant that they don't like. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, where? Get out, get out, get out. We're gonna, okay, Koji's, my gosh, look at Koji go! He wasted no time. I didn't run after him because I didn't want to get juked, because that's happened before where they'll circle around and come back and kill a pup. But oh my goodness, Koji just went feral. Good job, bud. Alright, we're gonna go mark some territory. Yeah. Yeah, we do have enough viewers to make all the votes. Yeah, we have a lot of folks. I think this is the most folks I've seen watching in a while, so thank you for joining us. I hope you guys are enjoying me ranting about my ant problems here. But yeah, this is why, and like that's what's so difficult about stuff like ants, or rats can also be very invasive, because they so easily follow along with people, but then they're so hard to get rid of and they can do all kinds of damage. But yeah, this is why invasive species are bad, and this is like on a much cuter tangent. Another invasive species is actually cats. Cats are considered an invasive species because they kill native wildlife. They're not native to North America, or I don't even remember where cats are from originally. Rain could probably tell you. But they're not native to a lot of places, and like, yes, we keep them as pets, which is great. And, you know, I have a cat. I love her. Her name is Evie. She's very sweet. But when you let cats outside, when you let them roam around, when they have the ability to reproduce freely out there, they can be just as much of a problem to the ecosystem as my ant problems are, because they will kill native wildlife. And so that's why I am such a huge advocate for indoor kitties, that and so many other reasons. And I know I'm hammering this point home. I know I've said it many times before, but this is why it's so important to keep your kitties indoor if you at all possibly can, because otherwise it's way too easy for them to get into trouble, and it's way too easy for them to cause trouble for other species, because our ecosystems aren't adapted to having cats here, and so they're able to do a lot of harm to it, because the animals here they're not used to having them as a predator, and so cats can be very efficient predators in ways that they should not be for the well-being of the ecosystem. So yeah. And like, you know, that's not to say we shouldn't have pet cats. I don't think there's anything wrong with having pet cats, but the problem is, and it's especially prevalent with cats, I've noticed, a lot of people just let them run free, and it's such a big problem. It's not good for the cats, it's not good for the ecosystem. If you have kitties, please train them to be indoors if you at all can, or walk them on a leash if you have to bring them outside for whatever reason. It's just a lot better. We love our kitties, I love my kitty, and, you know, it's sad to think about this being a problem in the way that it is, because, you know, I think a lot of it is just a lack of education, and it can be harder when you have a cat that's been outdoors to socialize them to being indoors again. My first 2 kitties that I ever had were indoor-outdoor because we didn't know much about that at the time. We decided to keep them indoor only because they did start getting into trouble, but by then, you know, they'd wanted the outdoors, and so they would try to sneak out, and we did keep them indoors successfully for the rest of their lives. But it was more challenging because they had been outdoors, so it can be a trouble. What's this den? I'd forgotten that this was the one that was here. All of these will remain too. They'll remain visible, because we now have the perk that lets that happen. But yeah, so that's kind of my rant on that topic. Is it's just so much better to keep your cats indoors, because they're not going to be a threat from anything else, and they're going to be causing a threat to anything else. They're mostly native to the desert. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, hopefully we're not interrupted to that this time. Oh yeah, we have the outro prediction up. Thanks for setting that up, Rain. They're mostly native to European forests or African Middle East deserts. There you go. I told you Rain would know where cats are from. So yeah, that's valid. Aside from bobcats, yeah, bobcats are native to American deserts. I don't know if bobcats are any part of, like, domestic cats or not, but they are around here. Wait, where in the heck? Oh, it's over here. Okay. Lynxes are too native to Canadian. Oh, yeah. Like, we do have some smaller-ish cats, but I don't know if they've ever really been domesticated. There are bobcats, there are lynxes. Well, we don't have lynxes here. We do have bobcats. Sometimes we hear about bobcats causing problems, too. But it's also often coyotes, which are native. But yeah, ecosystems are something we're still learning to understand and all of the intricacies of it. And like, you know, I talked earlier about, for as much as I hate mosquitoes because they like to bite me, they're still a very important part of their ecosystems. They serve a role, they're food for a lot of creatures. If we got rid of mosquitoes, sure, we wouldn't get bitten by them, but it would have a cascade effect on the entire rest of the ecosystem, and I don't think that's worth the trade-off. So, it's amazing to see what level of damage adding or removing a species can do, even when it's something as tiny as a mosquito or an ant. Because even the ants, so I talked about how they had attacked the native harvester ants we had in my yard at one point when I was a kid, and they've been doing that widespread scale. Well, that's having a cascade effect, even just by these tiny ants. They're like a 1/16 of an inch or something like that. They're very, very small. They're small enough that they can't actually harm a human with their bites. They're small enough that they really can't do any damage to you, even in sheer numbers. But because they're attacking the harvester ants, the lizards that eat the harvester ants are now struggling. And if the lizards start to struggle, then whatever preys on those lizards is going to struggle. And you can see how it has ripple effects through the entire food chain, because something has gotten affected on such a fundamental little level that it just has a ripple effect. Okay, domestic cats are not native to North America. Yeah, it makes sense. But small wildcats. We do have some native small wildcats, is what Rain is saying. I see. Geography and locations aren't your specialty, so you're just lurking on it. Yeah, it's valid. And like, again, like, I don't know a whole lot about all of that, either as well. It depends. I'm a little bit more versed with the Yellowstone ecosystem just by nature of getting really into WolfQuest as a kid and thus studying and researching into that a little bit. And I know some about the ecosystem out here, but I'm only learning about the ant problems because I'm trying to get rid of them. By the way, everybody who I'm like, how do you get rid of these ants? Are like, you really can't just distract them until they leave, put bait out and let them deal with that. And I'm like, great, this doesn't help. Because apparently they mostly invade in the summer and in the winter, which it is winter right now, either when it's really cold or when it's really dry, because they can't handle cold temperatures and they do need water. And in the desert, they're also incredibly linked to people because they couldn't survive very well in the desert on their own. They tend to be linked to urban areas because there's just not enough moisture. Again, they're from South America. I assume Argentina, because Argentine ants. So they're not adapted to a drier environment. I think Argentina is probably mountains or tropical. Again, like, I'm not great with the geography either, but whatever environment they're originally from, it's not here, and so they've adapted to that by getting really, really good at living amongst people, and that's its own problem. The stream is teaching about ants and cats. Yeah, we learn about a lot of weird topics here sometimes. Yes, you're correct about that as well. So the wolves that are in Yellowstone now, the wolves that are in Yellowstone, even in WolfQuest, I just ran past the scent post, are not actually the ones that were originally native there, because the wolves that were originally native to Yellowstone were eradicated. Oh, what? Okay, it's across the border, I guess. Oh, it's up there, I see it now. But they were eradicated early on when people really hated wolves. A lot of ranchers hated wolves, and a lot of ranchers still do, because some wolves can pose a threat to their livelihood, but it's not as severe a threat as it used to be, and it's not as severe a threat, I think, as many people fear. There's not a lot of non-lethal methods that can be tried first, but I digress. Basically, a few hundred years ago, I don't remember exactly when, wolves ended up being eradicated from Yellowstone because people wanted to get rid of them, wanted to see, you know, the native wildlife, like the elk and stuff. People thought that was really cool, and so they hunted all the wolves down. But without the wolves, the ecosystem in Yellowstone started to spiral out of control because there was no large predator to keep the elk in check, to keep the deer in check. They started eating everything. They started destroying the park by consuming all the trees and all of the grasses, and it couldn't grow back faster because there were too many elk. They were overpopulating. And so in order to remedy that, they looked for wolves that were pretty much as close as they could get to the Yellowstone wolves. They weren't exactly the same, but they were close enough that they would be able to fill a similar niche. And, you know, that was wolves to wolves. So it's not as big a difference as, like, the different types of small wildcats that we were talking about earlier. Like, it's less difference than a house cat to a bobcat or whatever. Because it was different subspecies of wolves. So they reintroduced wolves to the park, and the wolves actually brought the ecosystem back into balance because they started hunting down all the overpopulating deer and overpopulating elk, and thanks to the wolves now, it keeps the elk population in check so that the grasses, the trees can flourish better. Even the beavers were, I know the beavers were very impacted by it as well, because the larger herbivores started eating their food and their resources as well, and so it has a cascade effect through the entire ecosystem. And this is what I talk about when I say things like, you know, we're still learning so much about science as an ever-changing field, because there's a lot that we don't understand, the intricacies and the nuances and all, and how it all works together, which is a lot of why I'm so passionate about nature and science. There's just so much to learn. It's so interesting. But it's also a very delicate balance, and I think it's harder for us as humans, being conscious of the fact that we play a role in the ecosystem, to understand what our niche in it is. We do have a role. This is our world too, and I think a lot of that role is to kind of look out for the ecosystem, to learn to understand and to steward it, but you know, it's hard to know exactly what that is. Oh, you see, people do need more biology lessons because you see YouTubers go, the heck is a mammal? And you're like, how the heck do you not know? No, marsupial I understand, but mammal, yeah, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And yes, the wolves in Yellowstone were from Canada. I hope that was a slip of words and not like a genuine not knowing what a mammal is, or like, you know, just a brain fart. This is why we don't bring dinosaurs back to life. Yep, the ecosystem is a lot different without them here, and it's adapted to that. I think we'd have a problem if we tried to reintroduce dinosaurs. Yeah, and like, you know, you can't judge someone's intelligence by not knowing something like that. You'd be surprised at little things that people don't know, and sometimes people also have brain farts. Hello, Abby! Evelyn appears. She is here now. She is here now. Yeah, I think what Rain said is really good. If you're able to recover extinct animals, you could use that to heal ecosystems by bringing back specifically what was there, like maybe like the thylacines. I don't know how to pronounce their name. Hi, Bubby. But yeah, I think the long extinct animals would do more harm than good, most likely, because I don't think the ecosystem has adapted without them. So. Yeah, exactly. Imagine having dinosaurs as an invasive species. That would be wild. Probably very not good, but it would be wild. She did hear the cat chat. Hello. What's he doing? She's sitting here taking a bath. No pet only vibes. I reached down and pet her, and she's laid down just out of reach. Hello, baby. She's just laying here taking a bath. Why am I having so much trouble finding the scent post today? Somehow I can talk about science, but I can't play the game. I don't know what my brain power is today. It's just bizarre. I'm running into rocks. Where is this heckin' scent post? Is it over here? It's over here. I see. Oh, scientists were able to clone a ferret that has a different gene set than the 8 common ancestors that all pet ferrets are descended from, which could do a lot of fixing the huge inbreeding problems in the pet ferret industry. Yo! See, that kind of thing would be super helpful. Like, if we can get DNA, or like, even if you think about, I think the rhino population has suffered from really low genetic diversity. A lot of populations suffer from really low genetic diversity, which is bad because it limits the animal's ability to adapt, and it increases the chance that they'll suffer problems from inbreeding. Hilariously, I've heard that that's the biggest threat to this ant invasion that we're having, is that these ants are all descended from a single colony, which is why part of the issue is they don't fight each other, because they all smell that they're from the same colony. But because they're from the same colony that originally got carried over, they're very not diverse, and so they might not be able to adapt if something changes in their environment. They may not have the ability to adapt to it, and they may suffer inbreeding related problems that could actually be what ends up causing the end to this ant problem. Like, That's wild to me. And like in this case, that would be a good thing because this is an invasive species that we're struggling to get rid of. But for like, or an animal like the red wolf, or animals that are near extinction, that their diversity, even if we were to raise their numbers, the genetic diversity is really, really low. Being able to clone or reintroduce genes or something like that could do wonders for something like that if we had access to other genes that have been otherwise lost. So something like that would be a really good use for cloning. Something like bringing back the dinosaurs. We have a whole set of movies about why that's a bad idea. Northern white rhinos, yeah. That's, I think, the ones that I was thinking of. Honey, a Spinosaurus ruined my fishing trip. Can you even imagine? You're not complaining that dinos are extinct. It'd be awful to have to worry about more than bears when camping. Yeah, for real. It would be cool to see them, but I think it would be difficult to coexist with them. So yeah. Or Quetzalcoatlus trying to eat your livestock. Oh my goodness. The T-Rex is in our garden. Y'all are wilding over the dinosaurs coming back, and that's amazing to me. Oh my goodness. What you doing, Abby? You good? She's just sitting and pondering, I think. Oh my goodness. But yeah, like, I think that if we have the ability to start cloning or genetically, well, you know, that's a double-edged sword. Because it's something that could be, it's one of those, you know the Spider-Man quote, with great power comes great responsibility. Pretty much all of that applies to this situation. Oh, that's a coyote, okay. Pretty much all of that will continue to apply to this situation because, yeah, the problem with tools like this is it tends to only be a matter of time before mankind decides to start trying to play God. And that doesn't go well. That's not going to end well. That's gonna cause problems. And so, like, in some cases, I'm excited to see this kind of thing. In other cases, I think we need to stay very humble about what we should or shouldn't be capable of. And I think we need to be mindful of that because there's a reason it's such a popular trope in science fiction of mankind's hubris growing too much. I think that recognizes that this is a very real problem for us as humans. So for as much as this kind of thing can be exciting, there's also, I hope we're able to find that balance and not push it too far into something that's gonna cause us problems down the line. Let's see. You're not yes, that's fair, that's fair. I was a dino girl for a little bit, like I had a brief obsession with dinosaurs when I was little, but it's been like ages. Yeah. Are there any hunters in game? Not at this point in the game, because it takes place in Yellowstone and you're not allowed to hunt there. So there's not hunters in WolfQuest. Who knows if they add maps outside the park, but that's also something that gets really tough to challenge because you don't want to paint either humans or wolves in a negative light. Alright, we're gonna try and hunt. We're out of stamina once again, and I don't think... Yeah, I don't see on the map where our... Whoa, okay, hold on. I don't see on the map where our... Are you? Nope, you're not. Where our old carcass was. So yeah, seagulls are jerks. You've seen them attack each other over a piece of food many times. Yeah, they can be quite rude. I have... The most terrifying nature photo I've ever taken is definitely of a seagull. You can just see the malice in its eyes. It's incredibly disconcerting. I took it in San Francisco years back. It's one of the best photos I've ever taken. It's one of the most terrifying photos I've ever taken. It is so ominous. But yeah, seagulls are gremlins. That's all I can say. No, I want to be able to run faster. I'm running out of stamina. They're running so far away. Why are they running so far away? Oh, thank goodness one of them stopped. All right, you are food now. No, I need my stamina back. All right, there we go. No, are we even gonna be able to do this? I'm gonna call Koji. A seagull stole your friend's sandwich out of their hand. Oh my goodness. Oh, no you don't. No you don't. I hope Koji heard that. I hope he heard that. Because I don't know. We literally can't attack right now. Did he hear that? No, he didn't. Darn it. Alright. She's not running right now, so it'll be okay. You live by big body water to have a theme park on its over to me. Throwing popcorn into the seagulls and scaring them. Oh my goodness. Yeah, alright. This elk herd is a little bit wild. Keep opening the map wrong. There we go. Koji's on his way. I think the pups will be fine until we get back. Alright, we just have to do this really carefully. There we go. Bro, are you serious? I'm not even attacking you. Leave me alone. Alright, and they're on the run again. Alright. Whoa, okay. Ow. Thankfully, this is not accurate. Can we at least deal damage, please? A little bit. There we go. We're gonna take a lot of damage in the process of this. If we're not careful here. Alright, we just have to bite when we're very, very close. There we go. Nope, there we don't go. Can we get a bite now? We can do a little damage. Little by little, we're riddling her down. There we go. We got a throat bite. That's good. Alright. We can only hold on for like 2 damage ticks. There we go. And then after this, we will probably wrap up because it is getting to be about that time again. Seagulls are meanies. We're gonna head out. See you later, Petra. Thanks for joining us. Alright, I think we'll be fine even without Koji. I think we'll be alright. Got her a little bit more there. Yeah, and also animals getting acclimated to humans is its own problem for sure. Can we do it? There we go. There we go. That's more like it. Alright. Swans scare you a lot, that's fair. Geese are pretty mean too. Like, I don't know, some birds are just mean. Yeah, geese are scary. They're a little bit scary. Oh yeah, you're scared of swans because of paws. Yeah, that's true. There are swans, very mean swans in that one. There we go. Could have sipped from the stream. I don't know if that happens when your stamina is low. I'll look. Oh, it does still help. Okay, somebody had once told me that it doesn't work once you're not, or once your stamina is completely out, but apparently it still does. It's just marginal. Okay, we'll have to do that in the future. Yeah, that's good to know. I had thought that that was not something that was possible. Is Koji almost here? He's almost here. Good. Well, we'll just chill for a little bit and wait for him to arrive, and then head back and hang out with the puppies again for a little bit, make sure they're all doing good. Evie's just chilling on the floor behind me. She's flung herself to the ground and is sprawled there dramatically. One of your earliest memories is getting chased by a goose. Okay, same though. There's Koji. When I was, like, we have a little man-made lake within driving distance here. It's not even a natural lake because we're in the desert. It's a man-made lake. And it is so full of geese and ducks, but mostly geese. And they are very acclimated to people because people feed them. And one time my dad and I went to this park to eat burgers. Why we did this, I don't know, but we've never done it again. Because the geese decided they wanted our burgers. And so they chased us through the park to get our burgers. Why did the geese even want burgers? I don't know. I don't know if they knew they contained meat. I don't know if they cared. But it was terrifying. And I was a very small, at the time, goose-sized child, so it was even more terrifying. Oh yeah, the mountains are very pretty here. Now, I'm glad you've never been chased by one. It's not fun. Would not recommend. Why are we going this way? It's a very small goose-sized child. Yep, there's one for the quote book. Maybe for this year's channelversary, I'll have you guys go through all of my old videos and clip your favorite Jay-isms, and I'll put them all in one video together. That's what I'll have to do. That's what I'll have to do for the channelversary. Oh goodness. Hi, Evie. Yeah, she's upset because, and I'm a little upset too because my air conditioner is on again. I don't know if you guys can hear it, Do you guys see what the problem with that is? It's January and I live in the northern hemisphere and my air conditioner is on because it's hot. It's like in the 70s here, and if I didn't turn my air conditioner on, it would get hotter. Do you guys see that there's a little bit of a disconnect here? That there's a little bit of a problem? Why is California like this? It shouldn't be. Nowhere should be this hot. It's not meant to be. Everybody says hi, Abby. You want to say hi back? You want to say hi to Twitch? Want to say hello? I'm gonna run into a bison because I'm looking at the cat. Abby! She is looking the opposite direction. I'm sorry to report that you have been ignored, chat. You have been ignored by the lady. We went to a friend's house today and he says coworkers in Arizona said they too have 70s. Yeah, they too have 70s. Oh my gosh, yeah. Why is the desert like this? It's not good. It's not good. Oh my goodness. Oh wow, yeah, you've had weird temperatures too. Yeah, why is it this hot in places? It shouldn't be. It's December. It's supposed to be in the 40s at least. Your philosophy said the only season of the desert is summer or hotter summer. Yes. That is exactly what it is. That is exactly how it is. Summer and summer, but worse. And you're in Minnesota where it's -10. Man, I wish. I wish that were me. Oh, are you super hungry, some of y'all? I guess some of them didn't get fed as much. Hello? Why are you so hungry? My gosh. Yeah, I wish it was colder here. I want to be somewhere that it is colder. You're getting snow. That's really nice. Hopefully not too much snow. I think it's nice, but not everyone does, especially if you have to deal with it. No, you don't wish. Listen, I do better in the cold than the heat. I at least do wish for that. Very burr. It was my apartment interior was in the 60s for a while, and it was one of the most lovely things. It was incredible. I loved it. I didn't have to run my air conditioner. I could actually wear socks. Now if I try to wear socks, it's just sweaty and miserable. Cheyenne's going back to bed. Did you finish eating at least? You did, good. Alright, we gotta make sure that these guys finish their food at least. Caracal's all zonked. Yeah, for whatever reason, these guys keep running out of energy. I think it's because we've been staying out pretty late. I'm just gonna feed them and make sure they're all full on food before we go to bed. What you doing, baby? Why are you... Oh my goodness, this cat is like... She's orb, but sitting up. I think she's licking her tummy. But she is very orb at the moment. Oh my goodness. Oh, they're still eating, they're still eating. I would rather deal with the cold than the heat, because at least you can bundle up and be warm. That's a tree, okay. At least you can bundle up and be warmer. But, like... As I've seen a famous text post on the internet say, when it gets too cold, put on a blanket. What are you supposed to do when it gets too hot? You can only strip off so many layers. Is the effect. Orb cat indeed. Yes, it is bath time. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up here though, because the puppies are pretty full on food. They're up to 7 to 8 pounds here, so they're doing pretty well. Some of them are sleeping. Very tired puppies. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and end this off here for today, because it do be about that time again. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. But until then, this is Jay, over and out.